Hello everyone, it's been a while since the last time I've published a video here. For reasons I am not going to go into right now, I will talk about the reasons for why I had to take a long break. Actually, it was supposed to be a short break, but it took longer than I projected. So here we are today. So in any case, I'm going to catch up with where we left off the last time. So in picking up where we left off last time, I know in one of the videos I have promised to teach you all how to use all the basics of Neurographica, as in make use of all the basic concepts of Neurographica. So, but before I get into what we need to do, let me give a little refresher for both you and me on what are the basics of Neurographica. So, in the very first lesson, I taught you how to draw a neurographic line. Okay. So a neurographic line is a line that is never repeating, and it goes in a manner that has no repeating patterns and no sharp corners in anywhere it wants to go, right? And I taught you with a lot of strictness on how you should have more of this how do you call this, a little jerky edges instead of really smooth edges, and to do them slowly so that you can slip into a meditative stage faster. So that's one of the greatest benefits of Neurographica, is if you don't know how to do meditation, do neurographic. Draw neurographic lines slowly and you will slip into a meditative stage very, very fast. Okay? So, and then a few lessons after that, I talked about circles, okay, what they do, and of course, the very important roundings. I've talked about roundings from the get-go on the very first lesson. Okay, so let me do some roundings really quickly right now. Refresh your mind, and I hope you all remember why we do roundings, because each and every intersection in a neurographic art is each and every intersection in a piece of neurographic art is a disagreement. All right, so when you do rounding, you're smoothing it out. So as one instructor put it, the rounding is so that it doesn't poke you. And as I would put it to some of my students, doing rounding in neurographic art is doing feng shui for your mind. Because in feng shui, you can't have pointy things. Okay, they are considered bad energy in a sense. There's no bad or good energy. It's just that when you have something that's pointy like this, it represents fast energy that's too fast to be beneficial to us. Okay? Alright, so in that same lesson, when I was talking about metaphor or shapes, I also taught you what a square represents. Okay, and how do you treat a square in the neurographic art, right? If I remember correctly, you talked about that you need to round the edges in a square, and then you need to connect this pointy edges on the end of the squares to something. Now this is connected, so we don't have to do anything. And then of course, you need to do the roundings here, right? And then we talked about a triangle and why a triangle is supposed to be one of the most well, let me rephrase that. A triangle represents action, and it's a shape that you don't usually see a lot or use a lot in a piece of neurographic art because it represents instability. It represents movements. And again, you have to join the edges of the triangle. You have to connect the edges of the triangle up. All right? So that's what we covered. So now today, what I'm going to do is I am going to teach you how to draw meaning from your neurographic art. All right? So I'm going to use a fresh piece of drawing paper. Okay, this is thick drawing paper now. Just now the paper I was using was cartridge paper, which is really thin and flimsy. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, the first thing, this piece of art is going to be a drawing of all your wishes for, let's say, this year, 2021. And I hope everybody is safe and well. And if you're not, I hope you will get well soon. All right? So the first thing we do is run your hand through the entire piece of paper. All right? And the aim of this is you want to find where you are on this piece of paper. You locate an area where you feel that you should be. Like right now, I feel like I should be somewhere here. Okay? So I'm going to draw a circle that represents me here. Any size you want. Okay? Doesn't have to be perfect. And if it's not perfect, you just do this. That's fine. Your circle can have thicker lines. Uneven thick lines is fine also, as long as it looks like a circle. That's the main thing. Okay? Now, what are the wishes for this year or this month? You can draw it for this month, you can draw it for this year, you can draw it for the next 5 years, you can draw one for the next 10 years. Or you can draw one for this week even, or just today. Alright, it's up to you. So I'm saying for this year, what do I want to happen for this year? So I'm going to label this, I'm going to short form it, okay, with my name. So you have to write your name there. Now, next, what do I want to see happen for this year? Okay, so let's say I want a steady stream of income. Okay, steady stream of income. I want, now your circle your drawings don't have to be connected like this. I just felt like this had to be here, so that's why I connected. Doesn't have to be. Okay. So let's say I also want financial freedom for this year. So in the financial freedom I want it to be stable. So I'm going to draw a square. So where would I put it? I feel like I want it here, this area. Okay, I want it to be a square because I want it to be stable. My financial freedom has to be stable. So I just round the insides for now because they're not connected. So I'm going to connect them later. I mean, I could connect it now. Okay, that's fine. I can do it now, or I can do it later. So since we're already halfway through it, I'm going to do it now. Remember, it has to be neurographic lines, not just lines. Okay, just smoothing this out. So, financial freedom. All right. What else do I want? I want abundance. And for some reason, I want a big, huge circle here that means abundance. Okay. So I put this down as A dot B, or rather AB. Then I round it. If you round things as you're drawing, then you don't feel like you'll be overwhelmed with rounding much later on. That's a good thing about rounding as you go. Okay. What else do I want? I want recognition. Where would it go? Recognition here. Looking here. And for some reason, I don't know why I wanted it that big. Okay. Recognition. I'll put it RC. Then I'll round it. Okay, what else do I want for this year? I want health. Stable health. Then you do your connections. Okay. So health. What else do I want for this year? A successful Neurographica practice that just came to my mind. So where would I want it? Here. Probably here is what I'm feeling. This is everything. Let me look. I feel like I want a circle here. I don't know what it's gonna represent. So I'm gonna draw a circle and leave it blank, like an unknown. Now you can draw as many unknowns as you want. In fact, I'm gonna draw a few. I feel like I want another one here. Not sure why. So I'm just going with my gut. Okay, let's see if I'm missing any roundings here. And there's that one. I didn't see any more roundings I missed. Do I need anything else? Feel like I needed another circle here for whatever reasons. Going with my gut. Okay. So I have 3 unknown circles right now, which I don't know what it means. So I'm just gonna go with it. Unknown wishes. Alright? Just as when you're doing a NeuroTree, you can have unknown fruits, unknown resources. Surprise when they happen. Okay? Beneficial surprises I welcome. Okay, anyways, here. All right, so I'm feeling like this is good. All right, what do I need to do next? Next, you gotta add in a lot of neural lines to connect all the circles coming from you. Okay, so what you do is you just draw neural lines connecting to all the other shapes that you have drawn right to the edge, right? So, and then yes, you will have to round all of this up later. Yeah, you can double over, triple over. Okay, for time reasons, I'm not going to do that. If you have time, you can use fine liners and do double, triple, quadruple, okay, as many times as you want. Yeah, and your neural lines don't have to all radiate out from you, from where you've drawn your circle. Okay, they can already go through some pre-existing lines to come out of, like this. Okay, you can draw more, like this. Okay, or if you want, you can draw lines coming out from the edge of a page somewhere and go through your shapes like that. Okay, it's up to you how you want to do it because it's your drawing. Okay, so with this, I think it's good enough. I'm going to do all the roundings, which there's a lot of. Okay, so this is the completed drawing. Next, I have to do coloring. So this time coloring, I'm going to use pastels because they tend to color a bit faster. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use pastels in conjunction with one of these things to do coloring. Those of you who have gone through the coming with lines, drawing lines to come yourself, you would know why I have this sieve here. All right. So the same rules for Neurographica coloring applies here. No more than 4 colors unless it's accent colors or shading. So 4 base colors. That's it. No more than that. And you can color in flow, like this is where you are from your center. You can color the flow, or you can color the shapes. It's up to you. Okay, so for me, I'm going to color the shapes. And the way I'm going to do it, you will see. But first, before I start anything, let me pick out the 4 colors that I want. Alright, so I'm done coloring here, and the next stage I'm going to do is the field lines. If you want to do the fixation, you can go ahead. I'm not going to do it here because I really don't see the point. But if you want to do it for your own drawing, please go ahead. I'm just not going to do it here. I'm just going to do the field lines and then we are complete. So here we go. So I've already taught you how to do field lines, the 3 different ways of doing the field lines. So just pick one of the ways and do it. And there you have it. We're done. So now that we're done, I said I was going to talk a little bit about why I had a long hiatus from YouTube doing neurographic arts. So the reason is I had to build a stream of income using neurographic arts. And I have been making videos and I'm making more videos still. And I will be coming back to YouTube a little more often now. I don't know how often, but I'm going to make my videos shorter, not as long as before. And that's because I have to make videos that actually pay some of my bills. Alright? So if you are interested, I will leave links in the description and hopefully in this video somewhere on the screen. And you can go take a look at some of the more advanced neurographic arts that I will be putting up as the time goes on. And if you're interested, you can sign on and they're available on Skillshare and Udemy. I'll put the links to, and also I've been making out a website. So I'll put the link to my website where I will have links to both my Udemy classes and my Skillshare classes. And if you're interested, you can take a look at it. For Skillshare, it's free. If you sign through my link, you get 2 weeks free. And if you sign on, like actually paid, you get, I think, 2 months free in excess of the 1 year. So otherwise, that's it. And I will talk to you again in the next lesson. Thank you for coming.